How's it going, quite? How's it going, guys? Welcome to day 9 of the motherfucking vlog. Yep. So, I'm feeling a bit tired right now. It's about 1 o'clock while I'm shooting this video. Today has been ultimately a good day. I woke up at 7 a.m., did my cold shower, my breath work, got some food in, sat down and went to work. Now, one thing that I wrote down last night that I realized I'm going to be doing more of is basically more structure when doing tasks. Because I realized with myself that a lot of times if I'm working on a certain task, my mind can very easily just trace off and go somewhere else. So, especially if I don't know exactly what the next step I'm going to be doing is. So, one thing that's very important for that is, first of all, you need a list of steps that you're going to do throughout the day. But then once you're doing one of those steps, for example, one step that I had today was to message my dad's friends about some sales that I talked to them about. Now, what was included in doing that task was sending some Facebook messages. It was creating an email, adding a certain link into that email, sending those emails, and then sending a message on Facebook yet again to confirm that the email had been sent. So what I'm going to try to do forward is when I do a task such as send sales message to dad's friend, I'll open a notepad, just fill the complete page of the computer, and I just write down every single step on the line of accomplishing that given task. Once I do that, I follow the list. If there's anything that I realized while performing it that wasn't on the list that I need to do, I add it to the list and I then do it to make sure that I'm only doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Break time is break time, work time is work time. So that seemed to be working a lot. I'm going to be focusing a bit more on that moving forward. Another thing that I want to talk about today is intuition and following your intuition and taking action now versus postponing it. And this is one thing that I felt a bit today, which was like, I was very active, did get a lot of work done for the first hour and a half. And then I came to the point where I was considering doing some B2B sales. The thing is, I had been sort of flaky on whether I should do the B2B sales, and I hadn't reached a decision because I was considering doing some other things instead. Now, what happened was because I didn't know exactly what to do and I didn't make a decision, I ended up spending about an hour and a half just slowly doing stuff that was half productive or that I wasn't supposed to be doing. One thing that's really important is that you need to make a decision one way or the other and then start working on it. So it doesn't matter really what decision I should have made. If I made a decision to call the B2B, I could have done that and I would have maybe realized after 10 minutes that fuck, I'm not going to be doing this. But then I would realize after 10 minutes, not spend 1.5 hours stuck in indecision. And this jumps over to the topic of intuition as I was talking and taking action now. So a lot of times when we go about our days, we take thousands of decisions, micro decisions every day, some bigger, some smaller. Stuff like you're sitting in your couch, you're looking up from your phone, you see that your plate that you just ate for dinner is standing there dirty on the table, as well as your cup of tea that you just drank, and you get the thought, I should probably wash my plates and put on the dishwasher. Now, you can choose to do that immediately, or you can be like, I'm going to scroll my phone for a bit longer, and then maybe I'll do it later. In those decisions, you need to be hard with yourself. You need to say, I'm going to do it now. I'm going to do it now. I'm not going to wait 2 minutes. I'm going to do it now. And this relates to anything, any situation similar to that, where you realize you get the thought that, should I do this decision that is just lazy in the moment and then postpone it, or should I do it now? Now, the reason you want to do it now is not simply because because it's very easy to rationalize in your head that, okay, it wouldn't really make a difference if I get like my 5 minutes of free time now and then do the dishes versus do the dishes and then do my 5 minutes of free time. You still get 5 minutes of free time, and it's not really too much of a difference in that 7 to 8 minute period where you are choosing whether to do your dishes now versus later. But if you're building up a habit of always postponing things, that's where the danger is. And it's not really that the danger is there, it's more just that the massive bonus that you get from actually doing the task now versus postponing it is so big that you should always be considering that as the path of least resistance. The reason for this is that when you build a track record, when you build a habit out of always doing what you know you're supposed to be doing there and then, it's going to translate to so many other situations in your life. One thing that me and Harvard were discussing were especially dating. You know, in those situations where you're thinking, should I go and talk to that person now? Should I make that move now? Or should I wait? Is it the right time now, or should I wait? Imagine if you went through your day, just a normal day, and you had about 30 of those decisions like we talked about with doing the dishes. Maybe one of them is, should I jump in the shower now? Should I just lay here for a bit longer? Should I clean that shoe rack right now? Should I wait just a bit longer? Should I make my food now, or should I wait just a bit longer? When you get the thought that you should take action, if you have a day where you have 30 of those thoughts and you take action on 30 of those thoughts, and then after that you go out and you see a person and you have a thought, oh, I should talk to that person. If you have built a track record of 30 times where you did that action immediately, the chances of you actually doing that action of talking to that person immediately is so much higher. And it's not just that, it's everything where you have where your mind knows that this is the right thing to do in this moment, but you have fears coming up. If you've built that track record actually doing what you know you should be doing and doing it now, you're not going to give yourself the time to rationalize yourself out of it. Because the thing is, our mind is it's a threat mechanism. It seeks things that can be threatening. It's a survival machine. It doesn't want anything that's out of comfort. If you have a habit of always postponing things, you're allowing your mind to come up with all these excuses of why you shouldn't be making that move, why you shouldn't be doing that business decision, why you shouldn't be taking that call, why you shouldn't be meeting that person, talking to that person, why you shouldn't be buying that thing that you know you should be buying now so that you can work on what you should be working on now, and so that you can eventually get your life or stay and live the life that you know you should be living. Intuition, guys, is key. You always know what you should be doing. You can feel inside you which decision that I am thinking about right now is going to improve my life a bit better, and realize that it's not just about getting those 5 minutes of the break now versus after I've done it. It's about building that track record of taking right action so fast that when you get to those certain situations where your mind is going to trick yourself out of doing them at all, you have the leverage, you have the track record that's going to push you to do that action and accomplish what you know you will accomplish. Just do that thing. Fucking take action, guys, and it's going to be great.